Let's face it, if you've bought a speaker in the last decade, there's a high chance it either had a glowing JBL badge or that sleek Harman Kardon logo engraved somewhere on it. But here's the weird part. Not many people realize both brands are part of the same company. And once you know that, it begs the question, are these two truly different audio experiences, or just a clever brand split to control both ends of the market? Let's break it down. JBL and Harman Kardon are both owned by Harman International, which itself is now a fully owned subsidiary of Samsung Electronics. That's right, Samsung doesn't just make your Galaxy phones, they own some of the most iconic names in sound. But that wasn't always the case. JBL was founded way back in 1946 by a man named James B. Lansing, and from the very beginning, it was built for big sound. JBL's DNA is rooted in live performances, cinemas, massive events, places where power, clarity, and reliability matter. On the other side, we've got Harman Kardon, founded in 1953 by Sidney Harman and Bernard Kardon. Their goal wasn't about shaking stadiums. It was about creating high-fidelity audio systems that could bring cinema-quality sound into your living room. Smooth, clean, and premium. Think of it as the audiophile's domestic dream. So far, so good. Different histories, different goals. But here's where it gets interesting. Over the years, Harman International started buying up other audio companies. And yes, JBL was one of them. Then in 2017, Samsung swooped in and bought the whole Harman empire for $8 billion. Suddenly, JBL and Harman Kardon, once rivals in some ways, became sister brands in the same family. Now, in theory, that could mean the lines start to blur. And for some products, that's true. But in most cases, the split still feels intentional. So let's dig into how different they really are, and whether you should care. Let's start with the thing that matters most: how they sound. If you've ever cranked up a JBL speaker, you already know what they're all about. Boom, bass-heavy, energetic, and designed to get a party moving. The emphasis is on impact. You feel the music just as much as you hear it. Whether it's a Flip, a Charge, or a party box, JBL is built for energy, not subtlety. Harman Kardon, meanwhile, is more like sipping aged whiskey while wearing a tailored suit. You're getting balanced, detailed audio. It doesn't punch you in the chest with bass, but it gives you nuance. Vocals come through cleaner. Instruments feel more layered. It's not trying to be loud, it's trying to be accurate. So if you're throwing a beach party, JBL. If you're relaxing at home with a glass of wine, Harman Kardon. No deception there, just different intentions. Next up, let's talk design. JBL speakers are the extroverts in the room. They come in bright colors, wrapped in tough fabric, and are usually waterproof, dustproof, drop-proof. You name it. They're made to be tossed into backpacks, clipped onto bikes, or left next to the pool. Harman Kardon, on the other hand, is the minimalist. Think brushed aluminum, glossy finishes, translucent enclosures. These are speakers you display, not speakers you stuff into a gym bag. Just look at models like the Aura Studio or the Citation line. These wouldn't look out of place in an Apple store or a luxury hotel suite, so again, different personalities. But here's the thing. This is all by design. The ruggedness of JBL and the elegance of Harman Kardon are intentional. They're solving different problems for different users. If JBL had a slogan, it would probably be, "Let's go outside." These speakers are made for young, active users who care about volume, battery life, and surviving the elements. Their marketing? Full of skateboards, pool parties, dance-offs, and festivals. Harman Kardon speaks to a quieter crowd. The audiophile who wants a beautiful setup in their living room. The designer who wants their tech to blend with their furniture. The person who listens more intently than loudly. Their audience is more refined, and so is their messaging. It's not about which is better, it's about which one is you. Both brands benefit from Harman's massive R&D machine, and sometimes even share technology under the hood. But even here, their priorities diverge. JBL invests heavily in portability, longer battery life, rugged materials, and now AI-driven sound processing like AI Sound Boss, which adapts the audio output based on your environment. Harman Kardon is more focused on the listening environment. Their products often include multi-room audio, smart assistant integration, and support for high-res audio formats. Even their soundbars tend to lean into elegance over raw power. That said, you may sometimes find a few shared parts inside the units: amps, drivers, DSP chips. But how they're tuned, housed, and marketed creates the real distinction. So, have we been deceived? Honestly, no. But we've definitely been targeted. The split between JBL and Harman Kardon isn't a fluke. It's a deliberate move by Harman and Samsung to dominate multiple price points and user segments. Want affordable, durable, loud gear? JBL. Want refined, aesthetic-driven, home-friendly sound? Harman Kardon. And guess what? No matter which one you pick, Samsung wins. That's not deception, it's brilliant strategy. But here's where the confusion starts. A lot of people assume that one is inherently better than the other just because of price, or sound, or style. In reality, they're just playing two very different games. And while they've kept their branding separate, behind the curtain, they share tech, resources, and corporate goals. It's like Coke and Sprite, different flavors, same company. So, whether you're Team JBL or Team Harman Kardon, you're not being tricked. You're just being offered a choice. And that's actually a good thing. But the next time someone says, "Hey, which speaker should I get? JBL or Harman Kardon?" Don't just say JBL is better or Harman is more premium. Ask what they actually want to use it for. Because a party and a piano recital don't need the same speaker. And that's the point. So, have we been deceived? No. But we've definitely been marketed to with surgical precision. And now that you know, you'll never look at these two brands the same way again. Let us know in the comments. Are you more of a bass-booming, portable JBL type, or a sleek, home audio Harman Kardon fan? Or maybe both? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.